One of the beliefs that keeps trauma alive is there's something wrong with me. Like I'm fundamentally flawed. Other people are normal and I'm not. And so we have this belief because of whatever we went through, whatever the trauma was. And honestly, we can list a ton of different things that can cause that belief and that can cause trauma. If we have that belief, there's something wrong with me, then we go on this journey of healing, right? And we want to fix ourselves. And then somewhere along the way, we start realizing if I'm trying to fix myself, that means I'm broken. That means there's something wrong with me. And aren't I just feeding into the belief that's keeping the trauma alive in the first place? Have you ever felt that way? How on earth are we supposed to be on this journey without feeding or fueling the belief there's something wrong with me? If you've ever wondered that, you're going to want to watch this video. This was the exact question that one of the members of the School of Transformation asked during our live meeting last Friday. And I want to give you guys the answer that I gave, and I'd love to hear if it resonates with you. So that being said, for those that don't know me, my name is Michelle. I'm a survivor of emotional trauma. I'm now a trauma-informed coach and a somatic experiencing practitioner. I'm also the founder of the Thriver School of Transformation, which is a place where instead of watching videos and trying to recover, we actually meet live on Zoom and we do the inner work together. Let's dive in. It says we've spent the past several months working on the awareness of how our body is reacting and overcoupling with past events that lead us to self-abandon and, in my own words, being harsh and maybe mean to ourselves. The past 2 months has been especially eye-opening to me, but it has also brought on the burden of realizing that I've treated others with the same harshness and anger that I treated myself. I have personally come to realize that one of my core character traits is to fix or improve things. I can see this pattern throughout my life, even in my younger years. I know there's nothing wrong with fixing things and improving things, but I have come to the conclusion that I cannot fix people and I need to stop. Obviously, everyone would readily agree with that decision, but at the same time, my body told me to stop trying to fix me. So I think my question resides in the definition of fix. When I use the word fix, I believe that intrinsically means that there is something wrong with whatever is being fixed. So in this case, it means there's something wrong with me or others that I'm trying to fix. Okay, who can relate to that? That's a really good question. Like as we're on this journey, am I fixing me? So if I'm fixing me, that means there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me was the belief put in us by toxic people. And now it's like we're firing and wiring that belief just by trying to fix ourselves. Anyone feel that way? Like, does that resonate at all? Yeah. So I loved that question as well. So rather than fix, the reality is that the pieces of us that are considered maladaptive right now. So for example, freeze came on when I was a child because emotions weren't safe, right? So now I'm in situations I want to feel and I can't feel because my freeze trauma response is kicking on. Do I fix that trauma response? So it's about how we look at it. That freeze response actually thinks it's helping me. And the more I try to fix the pieces of me that are there trying to help me, the more my body views me as a danger. The more my body rejects what I'm trying to do. So rather than fixing the way I see it is that I'm finally learning to relate to myself differently. So what I mean by that is before I understood all of this, when I would see those trauma responses kicking on, or if I would feel myself in a coping skill that I didn't like, I would beat myself. I'd hate on myself. Like, you're so stupid. Look what you did. And I can't believe that. This is, and see, you're still stuck. You're still stuck. There's something wrong with you. I'd hate on myself. Now I'm like, well, yeah, that piece is there. That piece is trying to protect me. I was really hurt and I had no help. I now relate to my body in a whole different way. I don't want to fix my body. I want to help my body see I'm now in 2023. I want to help my body see that I'm not, that the programs that are getting kicked on are from the past. So I want to be able to have one foot in the past, but also one foot in the present. And I want to change my relationship with my body. Because here's the other thing, when we're trying to fix ourselves, I don't know about you guys, but I was trying to get rid of pieces. Shame, get the heck out of me. Get out of me. I don't want this. I hate this. Right? So I'm trying to amputate pieces of myself. Rather than that, it's more like you're feeling shame. Yeah, how could you not? You've been through so much. You were made to feel horrible. I'm so sorry. Let me show you how much space we have. You don't have to feel that alone anymore. Like my adult pieces are here and I can help you. There's a difference. Can you guys feel the difference? Like as you think about that, does that make sense? So just first of all, before we even go into anything, like with what you just heard, checking in with how that landed in you. In one or two words, you can put it in the chat box. What did that bring up for you? What did you notice? How did your body feel hearing that? Awareness and gratitude, some frustration, validated, relief, very helpful. Awesome. Love the description that there is so much space for everything. It's grateful for good questions that help it feel like I'm not alone in the process. Yes, exactly. That's a lovely, graciously supportive message to self. And that's what we want to do. We want to give a gracious, compassionate message to self instead of the, I hate you. There's something wrong with you. Look at you. No, we don't want to be like that. That's what the narcissist trained us to do. Self-compassion is like a prerequisite to working through the side effects of narcissistic abuse. Space for the activation of emotion. There's a space for what? So for example, to feel shame, it's a biological thing. And so if I'm overwhelmed already in my body with activation, right? And the bracing and the fear is all alive, right? I'm feeling it as if it's still happening. And then I feel shame, too much for my body. And so when we start helping our body to see, yep, yes, there's these places that are bracing, but there's also this space, we can start making space for activation, for emotions, for the capacity to be with different emotions that come up.